The much-anticipated album Siparia To Soweto by jazz legend Hugh Masekela and Trinidad and Tobago's acclaimed band Siparia Deltones Steel Orchestra is out. Siparia To Soweto is a collaboration that fuses South African and the island nation's cultures and sounds. Hugh's nephew Mabusha Masekela joins us now to talk about the album and what went into making it. Thank you very much for your time this morning. We understand it's been out for a couple of weeks now. What has been the reception?
Well, the reception has been very good. It's been particularly interesting in the U.S. and the Caribbean area, where Huey is most popular, especially the U.S., in terms of the newfangled kind of streaming things that go on. We've also gotten quite a good reception from music publications, online and in print.
Tell us about the collaboration, how he came to work with the island nation.
Well, you know, I mean, if you look at his career, I mean, we often call him a jazz musician, but if you really look at the catalog, it's a catalog of traditional African music, as well as Afrobeat, kwasa kwasa, salsa, samba, R&B, funk. And so Huey was really, I think, a master musician in terms of seeking to amplify African diasporic music styles overall. And the calypso influence was one of those styles that he adopted too. An old girlfriend of his in London introduced him to all these artists, but he also had the occasion to work with and under the mentorship of Harry Belafonte, who, as you may know, was one of the biggest calypso artists of all time. Huey, in his travels, saw the Siparia Deltones playing when he was on a tour in the Caribbean, and was fascinated by the sounds. And remembering all this, he basically went in and said, "Hey guys, let's do something together. Let's do an album. Let's do a record."
Sure. As you rightfully mentioned, influences of Afrobeat, and with this offering you've got Lady Reimagined by Fela as well on the album. In terms of his musical genius, where did he go? Where did he go? Did he tell you where he went to go get what he gave?
He always gave credit to the people of South Africa and the musical styles of South Africa. One of the things, I lived with him a lot of my life, but upon his passing it became quite apparent to me that he was a formidable musician before he left South Africa for the States. And he was always fond of saying, Mir Makeba invented me. You know that, right? So Huey drew his passion from the roots of African culture and African music and South African music.
Okay, what would you like people to walk away after listening to this offering? Walk away with?
Walk away with the understanding that Africa and African peoples are actually spread out across the globe, and that is the community that we are all a part of. And while we may be part of individual nations and parts of Africa, that it is a brotherhood, a sisterhood, a humanhood that is actually global in its scope. And what that has the potential of doing is creating a situation in which Africans can express themselves in an African way for the globe to enjoy.
Thank you so much for your time this morning and for speaking to us, Mabusha Masekela, Hugh's nephew.